Good morning.
Doctor. Oh, I'm tired.
Well, sure you are. Do you remember anything about last night?
I got knocked over by an ambulance outside a hospital. Is that good luck or bad?
A bit of both. We had to carry out some checks. Make sure there was no intracranial bleeding.
What's the verdict?
Well, so far so good. I want to carry on with the observations, hourly, just to make sure. The baby's fine, by the way.
For one terrible moment, I thought she was gone. Something to be thankful for. I can't go along with it, matron. Not an abortion. It's wrong.
Lizzie, any sign of Neville Cartwright? The chap who's repairing the windows.
Oh, him. Not a dicky bird.
Let that be a lesson to you, Mr. Carnegie. Never trust a builder.
Well, that's a bit of a generalisation, Eric. You can't tar them all with the same brush.
Tar them and then feather them. They're unreliable. They lie through their teeth and they're invariably better at knocking.
Morning, all. About time. You said you'd be here first thing. I am. Well, you need to finish by the end of today. I haven't even had breakfast yet.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, sweetheart. 3 spoons, easy on the no juice. Jack the lad, if ever I saw one. Mind you, nothing a decent haircut and a spell of national service wouldn't sort out. Oh, matron, I wonder what you think of this.
Well, very nice, I'm sure.
Victoria sponge. For you. I made it myself. I'll pop in with a pot of tea later. 2 cups, all right. I'd love to hear your appraisal.
That man must go.
Why, what's he done?
Baked me a cake.
Well, I can hardly dismiss a man for an act of generosity, matron.
He is a disruptive influence, and you know it.
He's also a stickler for the rules and regulations. My hands are tied. He's done nothing wrong.
Am I looking pale to you, Doctor? Paler than usual?
Well, it's hard for me to say. I haven't actually met you before.
You see, that's why I particularly asked for Dr. Albright. He understands my case.
Let me take your blood pressure, Doris. Lift your arm, please.
I've got this dryness in my mouth. Where would I be without my pear drops?
With your lips stuck together by the sound of things. Who would want that?
Glad you find it funny. Still, everything's a joke to you, isn't it, Doctor?
Sorry.
If you're going to live in this part of the world, perhaps you might like to fall in with a less bawdy crowd than you used to. It'll be on the high side. I've a lot to be vexed about.
Paul gave me some money. I'm sure I can find someone who'll do it if you don't want to get involved.
You chose to involve me when you turned up here last night. But you came knowing how I'd feel about it, Moira. Maybe part of you wants to be talked out of it.
My mind's made up. I came for your help, not a sermon.
I won't help you to take a life. It's a mortal sin.
I can't apologise enough, Dr. Ormerod. What you and your children went through last night is unforgivable.
It wasn't your fault, Tony. Any idea why anyone would want to target you?
It makes no sense to me. They didn't take any money, so what did they do it for? Fun? For kicks? What are the Hell's Angels? Lunatics? Just don't understand.
There we go.
Grazie.
Dr. Omar will have a look at the x-ray and discuss it with you later. Get this leg up, shall we? Oh, your sons?
They're good boys.
Looks like it. Best get a vase. Or 6.
How's Moira doing?
Not bad, considering you flattened her with the ambulance.
Don't be like that. I feel bad enough as it is.
It's probably good for you. I always thought you shouldn't be quite so pleased with yourself.
Really? That's nice to know you think about me.
Well, someone's got to.
Need someone's hand to lead me.
Here you are. 3 sugars, wasn't it? And just a dash of the old moo juice.
I need someone
sure her symptoms are all psychosomatic. Palpitations, sweating, sleepless nights. She's anxious. That's pushing up her blood pressure.
Yeah, that's what sounds like Doris. I've seen it 100 times before, I'm afraid. You know, she's going to be delighted. She's got 2 doctors on her case. Tell me, did she mention anything about your private life?
Yes. That came as a bit of a shock. She's obviously been listening in on conversations with my buddies. Seems to think we're a ribald bunch.
Not much gets past Doris. She'll miss it when she retires.
Oh, sounds worrying. Less time for gossip, more time for hypochondria.
Oh, please, perish the thought.
Doctor, can you spare a minute?
Yes, of course. Are you not Dr. Ormond's patient?
Well, I haven't asked him about this.
About what?
I need an abortion. I'm 12 weeks gone already, so it has to be done soon, doesn't it? That's the law. Can we keep this between ourselves?
Of course.
Have you ever been in a trance, Lizzie?
Sorry, what?
A trance? A transcendental state brought about through meditation. Soul rage.
Is it?
Sure. You know the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi? Little Indian guy, long beard, amigo of John Paul, George and Ringo.
I've seen him on the telly. Never really quite grasped what it's all about.
Exactly. Now what is it all about, man? That's why I'm saving my money to buy me a motorbike. Gonna ride off to India, all the way into the ashram. Picture it, Lizzie. Up in the mountains, overlooking the Ganges. Dig that.
Oh, yes. Very much so. The matron will dig me if I don't get back to work.
Have you thought any more about taking the job on permanently?
I wasn't sure it was still on offer. I was second best behind your friend only the other week.
Yes, Claire. That was a bit of a gaffe on my part. I would like you to take the job.
And Gordon, but I take it he's in agreement.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm sure he is.
Well, maybe you should make sure. Save you making any more gaffes.
Hello, I'm looking for Maria Dannini.
I'm thinking about where you're going to stay. We need to make arrangements.
Rush.
Will you be discharged later today once Dr. Omerad's satisfied?
Dr. Weather is going to operate as soon as possible. Might as well get it over with while I'm here.
No, Moira. You can't.
It's not your decision. You haven't the right.
Nor have you. No one has the right to take a life.
Oh, eternal damnation, is it?
You'll regret it, Moira. I know you will. One day you'll want this baby back and you won't be able to forgive yourself, let alone what God has to say about it.
Sister, the patience.
Of course.
You alright? Sort of. You know, I've seen girls in your position before. They're scared stiff at the thought of having a baby. But they're so scared, they forget to think about what it'd be like not to have it. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sticking my oar in. It's alright. Just don't rush into it.
Now, are you sure? I can't tempt you.
No, gotta watch my figure. Wake me up in a couple of hours, would you?
Ah, you wish.
We should go out tonight. We could do with having a talk.
Yeah. It's always nice to exercise your lips.
Frankie, what are you doing?
I thought you'd like it.
I don't. I really don't.
Look, for what it's worth, I I don't think she's the sort of girl to take this kind of decision lightly. Doctor, I respect your right to your opinion. Just as I do all the other girls who've come through here, having to make the same decision. But Moira's my sister. I confess I'm surprised how much harder that makes it.
How's Moira?
She's having a rest. All this is taking it out of her.
Yeah.
Sorry, Doctor. It's just all very difficult.
What is it going to help?
Moira's having an abortion. Dr. Wethering's arranged it. Excuse me, Doctor.
It's all right, I'll get it. Don't cut yourself, Alan.
I'm gonna go see how things are coming on at the shop.
But wait for me.
I'll come with you. I can manage. Why don't you two stay here?
He needs help.
I know.
Does he drink every day?
He goes to a pub, the Lamb and Raven. He'll be on his way there now.
Such a filthy place. Now it's like his second home.
This attack on the ice cream parlour, is it possible that Lorenzo was the target? Could he have upset someone?
I don't see why. But then, how would I know? He's my husband, but I don't really know him anymore.
Did you hear what happened? The Jenny drove